Greetings to all. This is Ashwini, your today's event host, and I would like to welcome all of you in our event GEM, Genius Electric Meet. So why GEM? Someone truly has said that an hour of planning can save 10 hours of doing. If the maintenance of any electrical equipment is not properly planned and done, then that can lead to a major cost. Taking this into account, we GDSU decided to organize such an event that would help us to overcome in any technical problems. So, and also we are organizing this event on the behalf of COVID-19 regulations, and I also request you to please maintain social distancing and follow all COVID-19 rules. Before we start the program, Kupula sir and Joshi sir to light the lamp. Now I request sir to present the bouquet to our channel partners. Kishore sir from Kapilash Dhatu. Vidhani sir from VTech Engineering. Meera ma'am from Epsilon Cable. Sandhya ma'am. Mishra sir from Fortune Energy. Sanam sir from RK Engineering. Vaibhav sir from DS Electrical. Bode sir from Bode Engineering. Manoj sir from Shaft Control. of JDS Group. JDS Group has been operating for more than 30 years now in the manufacturing of transmission and distribution lines with more than 200 well-qualified and experienced staff. JDS Group consists of KGCL Conductors Private Limited, which is the manufacturers of conductors, cables and wires, which is also widely exporting to more than 35 countries worldwide, and JDS Transformers Industries Private Limited, manufacturers of transformers, which has also got many vendor approvals, and Vidarbha Oil Conductors, manufacturers of bare and insulated DPC wire and strip. JDS Group only mission is to do continuous improvement to maintain our high quality standards and to develop stronger bonds with our customers. Now, I would like to invite our channel partners for their presentation.
This is the image of lighting arrestor. We can call it as a surge arrestor also, because we see physically in lighting, in climatic condition outside and inside also in the electrical system, we call it as a surge. Here, sometimes some people call it as a lighting. So we call it as a lighting arrestor as well as a surge arrestor. Now, what is the function of this? Here to understand how it is connected. It is connected one end to the line and other end is to the ground. Whenever there is a fall of surge or it experiences a surge, it starts acting. Normally it is open, the circuit is normally open. Anode contact, what you are seeing in the system, it is normally open. It starts conducting when there is a specified voltage, MCOV, we call it maximum constant over voltage. So when we are connecting between the line and earth, there is a specified voltage, that voltage is to be taken care. So here the specified voltage. For 11 kV system, one has to specify the voltage. Maybe for single line to ground is 6.9. The line to line voltage is 11 kV between the two lines. Similarly for 30 kV it is 33 kV. But arrestor will use 9 kV for 11 kV and for 30 kV system 30 kV arrestor will use. Because they are connecting between the cage and the ground. So it starts functioning as MCOV. Once the voltage goes beyond specified MCOV, it becomes N, from N close to open to close. Anode to NC it becomes, it starts functioning. But the voltage will go only to the ground above specified MCOV voltage. Suppose you have got a 11 kV lighting arrestor for the transformer. On the transformer terminal pushing, you are connecting the lighting arrestor. And some surge has come which has got 9 kV strength, that is to be diverted to the ground. It is not to be passed to the transformer. If it passes, that means the lighting arrestor has gone. It will damage to the insulation of the transformer. Transformer may withstand or may absorb, but its life will reduce. That is the thing will happen. So this is the lighting arrestor which has to take protection of the equipment. If you do not use this lighting arrestor, the life of your equipment will be lesser and lesser, day by day lesser. This is the monitoring device of the lighting arrestor. So this is the lighting arrestor. We have got different varieties of lighting arresters. Class 1, class 2, class 3. Say for there is a leakage current flowing. 1 milliampere, its energy handling capacity will be decided on the leakage current can pass through to the ground. When there is a high voltage, more than 1 milliampere at the time this lighting arrester may fail. So you have to replace. Suppose if you want to go for a higher capacity, energy handling capacity of the lighting arrester, then in that case you can go for 2 milliampere, 3 milliampere like that. Say now we are going for a solar generation. The voltage generations are not linear. There is a non-linear generation of the voltage. Sometimes you get higher than 11 kV. Sometimes you get lower than 11 kV. So depending on the pattern, one has to design the lighting arrester. So depending on the energy handling capacity, one has to select the lighting arrester accordingly. Okay? This is the installation process of monitor and the lighting arrester. Suppose lighting arrester is installed 3 meters, then nobody goes and checks the lighting arrester. So you have got the monitor at the ground. One end is connected to the monitor and other end is connected to the ground of the lighting arrester to the monitor through cable. So that is shown in the diagram. These are the insulating bays which is to be provided on the lighting arrester. This is the rating plate of lighting arrester. Next slide. Now you are facing the ungrounding system. Sometimes the ground is not having the conductivity. It is a drag. During the drag season, you need to have the conductivity. What happens when the fault comes? One has to analyze what is the cause of the fault, what is the effect of the fault, and what is the solution of the fault. That needs to be analyzed. Now, if the fault has come, if the fault is not extinguished, if it is not grounded, if it is not, then the fault is middle man and it will damage to your equipment. Depending on the soil condition, earth condition, earthing process, one can draw some conclusion why there is a failure. So you come to know about the effect. Effect is seen. And the solution you have to see that before closing the breaker, before you close the breaker, one must analyze why the fault has occurred. And has the fault has been cleared or not? That is to be looked at. If you are in a hurry to reclose the breaker, then something may happen. The ground condition may not be. There is a protection delay over current and earth fault in the breaker. One has to see whether it is stripped on earth fault or on water. If it is stripped on earth fault, then one should know what are the things connected to the earth. Your breaker body is connected to earth, your lighting arrester is connected to earth, your neutral of the transformer is connected to earth. So you have to analyze what is to be, how the fault is to be clear. Once the fault is clear, then you start reclosing the breaker. You get ample time for discharge of the current if any currents are accumulated in the system. So that is the reason one has to really analyze what is going on. One has to really analyze. So if there is no ground, there is no connectivity in the ground. Suppose you are having an installation on the surface and the power is flowing to the ground, You are supplying some equipment for underground application, but it is kept on the surface. In that case, safety is very essential for manpower. So suppose there is no ground, earth is totally broken. You should get the you should get the keeping of the breaker intact. So is that incorporated, that protection is incorporated in the relay, that is to be checked. What kind of current are flowing, that is the negative sequence current. Nowadays BGMS is defining that negative sequence element is to be provided separately in the breaker. So in case of any fault, any line from fault, negative sequence current fault goes, so the breaker must be and the line must be disconnected so that the human safety is taken care. So this is the NGR here. We are using the NGR wherever we are getting the challenges of nothing. This is again the guaranteed technical particulars approved by electricity board. We are using in transformer so that the transformer insulation is there whenever there is a fault, whenever there is a surgical slide. So we are using like for electrical specification like electricity. This is the typical way of delivering units. We are in the market for selling the delivering units are used in the city, mostly in the urban area, from where the power is stored, other source of power is taken later. So these are the delivering units. I think I have covered my product. Whatever. Nothing to add more. If anybody has got any question, any doubts regarding any subject of electrical, can ask me, so that we can make the interactive section more.
Good evening, everybody. I am Mrs. Meera Joshi from Epsilon Cables. Epsilon Cables Private Limited started in the year 98. They have almost completed 23 years. We initially started with building wires, and we took ISI and SSS, and we also took an ISO certificate immediately in the first year itself. Throughout we have ensured quality without compromising quality. We have acquired loyal and extensive customer base. After house wiring, this Samagri started with the special cables, which is our specialization, like instrumentation cables, control cables, shielded cables, signaling cables, data communication cables. And thus we have reached out to a wider range of customers. Almost all industries in Vidarbha, some of the places I can see here, we have covered. Also we have taken approvals from government, public sectors, private sectors. Like we have now customers of NTPC, we are registered with NTPC, BHEL, oil industries like IOCL, HPCL. Then we are registered with government like PWD, CPWD, SIDCO, and now Maha Metro. Today we have a reach in almost all industrial sectors: steel, cement, textiles, pharmaceutical, shipping, defense, and so on. We have also widened our manufacturing range, as I told you, and we are supplying to we are having a wider range of signaling cables, data communication cables. We are supplying to shipping. We are supplying to mining industry. We are supplying blasting cables to mining. Then types of cables like ZHLS, that is zero adhesion, fire retardant, closed scope. These are the product range we have added. We are really very happy to mention that most of our customers are associated with us since beginning, and they even recommend our mates to other customers. In fact, we are working as OEMs to some of the industries with whom we are working since almost 18 years. With their equipments, our cables are traveling all over the world, not only in India. We always keep our customers' requirement as top priority, and we strive for the improvement to manage the dynamism of market. Whenever it is required, we are also giving technical assistance to our customers. We guide them for the best of the quality of the right size and the right cost of the cable. There are so many materials which we are using for the manufacturing of cables. These are our product range. These are the materials which we use for conductor, like high conductivity copper, EC grade aluminum in material like tin copper, aluminum conductors, and plain copper we are using. Even silver coated copper in some of the products are being used. These are actually in every topic there is a lot many things we can cover, but since time is very short, I am just giving a brief. What are the materials we are using? Like in PVC, there is a formulation and there are lot many materials which we use to get the desired PVC, like if it is FR-less PVC, ZHFR or any other. Next. This is our manufacturing process. It starts with the wire line, then it's the bunching of conductors depending upon the size of the cable. Different types of insulations are used. Then the laying, pairing or grouping. In case of instrumentation cables, we do pairing or triad. Over pairing, different types of screenings are used. Screening is by aluminum mylar tape or with braiding. Then armoring is for mechanical protection, and then overall sheathing. At every stage, as we have told you, that we are always ensure that quality is maintained. Quality control, for the purpose of quality control, different tests are being done at every stage. The test on conductor, the test on insulation. Next. This is a typical flow chart of the cable manufacture. You cannot see it, it is very, fonts are very small. Next. Then the type test, typical tests that are performed on the cable. Type test to ensure the quality of the complete cable. Acceptance tests are done by the inspector or the authority who is taking the cable. He ensures to ensure what cable is taking, whether it meets the requirement. Acceptance tests are done. Then routine tests are done for all the cables on every door. These are some of the standards which we follow. Indian standards, then American standards, international standards, Swedish standards. All these standards we follow. Then selection process, as I told you, it depends upon we discuss with the customer what is his needs, and we try to give the suggestions so that he gets the perfect cable for his requirement, and not only that, it has to be cost effective. Like application, what is the application of the cable, what are the surroundings, like what is the temperature and other things. Moisture content, temperature, then if it is for hazardous area, then FR-less, halogen free, etc. is suggested. So these are the parameters which are. This is we also manufacture silicone cables are for high temperature. Next. So design parameters methods are also given, but I think that is not required here. These are special materials which I have already told you will be used for manufacturing depending upon the type of cable. These are some of the old beats which were prevailing. Even today people ask for 1 katra 3 beats, which is no more exist. 1.5, 2.5 square is given in gas, but still people go for such nomenclature. So that is the basic details we have given about our products and all. There are lot many test procedures, almost 25 to 30 tests we do on our cable. Some of the testing equipments are shown here. The most important is the purity of the copper. These are in these ovens, cables are tested to see how long they can, for like cables according to us, cables should have the life of 25 to 30 years at least. So some of these tests can ensure that it meets that life of the cable. So cable is a vast subject. There are so many parameters. So I think due to time constraint we can conclude it here. And if there is a question, if there are any questions, please you can tell me.
Avinash sir from Gode Engineering present.
Hello all of you. Myself Avinash, Gode Engineering Private Limited. We are supplier of industrial products, lubricants, mechanical equipment of leading brand, and we are serving this from the last 25 years. We are established in 1996, and from that time we are serving our customer with quality brand materials and our quality services. So here I am introducing Gode Engineering portfolio of our various brands. So first of all, we are authorized distributor for Indef, chain pulling block, chain oils and wire oils. Indef is a leading manufacturer of chain pulling block and wire oils. And we are also authorized distributor for Hyundai material handling equipment like reach trucks, diesel battery operated forklifts, and hand pallet trucks, stackers battery operated. And we are also authorized distributor for Alicon gearboxes, worm gearboxes, gear motors, and coupling like gear coupling and all types of coupling. And we are also distributor for Cromwell tools and daggers, pneumatic rake, tool kits and tool trolleys. We are also manufacturing our self-made cranes like jeep cranes, UOT cranes, HOT cranes, and also provide services of all types of cranes to our customers. We are also authorized distributor for Shell lubricant for entire Gujarat region. Shell is a number one lubricant supplier from last 14 years in a global market, and also Shell is a leading. Shell is a most recommended brand for leading OEMs in all over the world, and we are also as a like shell recommended by leading OEMs like BMW, Volkswagen, and also industrial gearboxes like Electron, Toyota, and other brands. This is the Shell portfolio. Here, these are our brand names like Shell Taylor is for hydraulic oils, Shell Gadol is for greases, Shell Omala is for gear oils, and Shell Corona is for compressor oil, Shell Spire is for extra gear and transmission oil, and heat transfer oil. Shell also provides services to our customers like Shell Lube Analysis, Shell Lube Expert, and Shell Lube Coach. In Shell Lube Analysis, we are providing testing analysis for all types of oil, like hydraulic oil, engine oil, all types of oil. And also we are providing technical services to our customers to study their particular application and recommend them our best grease for their good performance. So this is our Golden Village portfolio in a short. So you can see the Shell in there, Hyundai. We are also distributor for Yokohama tires in mining, Korea tires. Rather than we are also supplying tangy hydraulic jacks and Atom80 traction batteries and special purpose batteries. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Ajinkya sir from Kapilan Dhatu to present.
Very good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Ajinkya Mande, representing Kapilan Dhatu Udyog Private Limited, Nagpur, for our renowned product that is cast iron earthing electrode capital. To explain in brief, I would just let you know about our company, that is we are into manufacturing of cast iron earthing electrodes as well as other centrifugally cast iron pipes from last 30 plus years, and we are working in segments like drainage pipes, sewage pipes, drinking water types as well as electrical working electrodes. Some of the particulars wherein we deal in are rubber rings for carton joints as well as manhole covers as well as earth enhancing compound, that is backfill compound, which is also known as bentonite. The diagram which is shown is basically earthing or grounding. Now basically if we take into consideration that what is earthing is the thing like where there is excessive current, it is to be totally dissipated into earth, that is known as earthing. If it is not dissipated into earth and it totally is being captured by the equipment or surrounded by the equipment or just moving in the equipment, there is a possibility to get hampered in terms of electrocution. Basically, wherever there electricity is used in all the segments, applications are considered of earthing. Either it may be for real estate, either it may be commercial projects or substations, power stations, etc. Major sectors of applications as shown in the slide are power generation, transmission, distribution, telecommunications, equipment, oils and refineries, heavy industries, colleges, hospitals, residential buildings. Basically, the objective of good earthing is to provide safety in terms of avoiding total electrocution as well as hampering the equipment. Main features of our product, that is cathode, are basically high surface area of contact, durability and reliability, corrosion resistance, excessive connectivity and conductivity, excellent and uniform current dissipation, less overall cost of ownership, pipe superiority and easy installation. Now if we consider the first part, which is high surface area of contact, if we compare a plate, then it has two surfaces, above one and below one, and all the four sides of plate. If we consider or totalize the total area which comes to be near about 7,20,000, but if we compare it with the pipe, then it is about 11 lakhs. That means near about 1.6 times it is much more as compared to plate when it comes in contact with soil. Means ultimately the desiccation in earth is more in pipe as compared to plate. Second part is durability. Durability is that wherein how much the pipe or the plate can provide for the longevity for its services. So if we compare in terms of plate, pipe is much more durable as compared to plate. Third is the corrosion resistance. As our pipe has an iron phosphide content in it, phosphorus totally provides for circumstances or some characteristics wherein it reduces the eating capacity of material, due to which the longevity of the material increases. If we take into consideration of metallurgy and chemical corrosion resistance, the chemical composition consists of carbon, manganese, sulfur and phosphorus. Means again phosphorus is there which provides for the corrosion resistance. Excellent connectivity and conductivity. As we are providing the pipe which has the material of cast iron earthen electrode, that is cast iron, the conductivity is better as compared to the other which are available in market. Also we are using or enhancing compound, that is DFC, which is having a phosphorus content, so it is already providing for a better conductivity of. Some of the superiority points of our product is that it is better than plate. Now if we consider plate, then each of the edge of the plate has a different dimension from its core point or center point. But if we consider pipe, then from pipe, as it is a circular part, each of the distance is same in each perspective. So there will be equal dissipation of electricity in earth. Second part is it is mostly used in power stations and substations, which itself justifies that it is the best product in terms of earthing. We have here about 90 plus models ranging in different segments, which we have divided into three types, that is heavy duty, medium duty and low tension, ranging from a thickness of 4 mm to 13 mm, and in terms of long length or longevity, it is from near about 1 meter to 3 meter width, and also we are providing for the customized requirements as per the customer in terms of lengths. Some of the accessories with our main product are backfill compound, chamber and earth fasteners. Design considerations for earthing system. Some of the considerations which are failed are serviceability, that it should be a cost effective product, which ultimately it should be feasible to each and everyone's pocket. That is the first perspective. Second one is the evolution of performance continuity in diminishing of current carrying capacity, means actually its life. How much it will carry from the part when it is installed till it for example we conclude that it has a particular life, till that end of life how much it will dissipate. Third part is corrosion environment, means whether there will be any kind of soil or any kind of environmental perspective, corrosion should be less. And third is study of failure frequency of material, that is cast iron with other materials which are available in market. Our patronages, other products which we are using, that is spun iron pressure pipes for tap and drinking water, and second is the soil pipe for drainage system. Ultimately, we think and we prove and we have a genuine product, that is Capitrol, which is the best product for earthing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Kripal sir from Fortune Energy to present.
सभी को मेरा सादर नमस्कार। मैं फॉर्चून एनर्जी से श्रीपाल कल्याण। सबसे पहले तो मैं सहज सर को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी आप सभी के सामने प्रेजेंट करने के लिए। फॉर्चून एनर्जी हम लोगों ने 2015 में शुरू किया था पैशन से कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में हम कुछ रिवोल्यूशन लाए, और उसी सिलसिले में हम लोगों ने फॉर्चून एनर्जी में वो आगे बढ़ती रही और अभी सन पावर जो यूएस का सोलर पावर का ब्रांड है जो कि वर्ल्ड का सबसे टॉप है, उसका महाराष्ट्र का पूरा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सन पावर के पास में है। और सबसे बेस्ट पार्ट जो है सोलर के अंदर में कि कस्टमर को जो प्रोडक्ट है वो लॉन्ग टर्म वारंटी का मिलता है। बेसिकली मार्केट में जो प्रोडक्ट है वो 25 ईयर की परफॉर्मेंस वारंटी होती है और 10 साल की प्रोडक्ट वारंटी होती है। सन पावर में ऐसा कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है, कस्टमर के लिए स्ट्रेट अवे वारंटी 25 साल की। और इसीलिए मॉड्यूल का प्रेजेंटेशन भी रखा है लाइव स्टॉल पर, आप देख सकते हैं इसमें कोई बर्दाश्त नहीं है। ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन मैं आपको वहाँ पर भी दूँगा। तो जहाँ पर कन्वेंशनल मॉडल फेल होता है उसके फेलियर को निकाल के सन पावर ने ये वाला मॉडल बनाया है। तो ये सिंगल सेल टेक्नोलॉजी है, विदाउट बर्दाश्त है। सेल्स जो होते हैं सिर्फ 1 इंच बाय 6 इंच के होते हैं, तो ज़्यादा कूलर होते हैं, उसमें स्ट्रेस नहीं होता, थर्मल स्ट्रेस। उसके बाद में इनका एनकैप्सुलेंट भी प्रोप्राइटरी है, जिससे पीआईडी और यूवी प्रोटेक्शन है, दो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है जो सेल को खराब करते हैं, वो भी इसमें मिलते हैं। क्योंकि ये चूँकि पार्ट ऑफ वीडियो में काफ़ी बार नहीं पता होता। और सबसे जो बड़ी बात है वो 25 साल की प्रोडक्ट वारंटी। यूजुअली आपने सोलर ब्रांड देखे होंगे जो आपको ऐसे दिखते हैं, बट इसका एक दूसरा साइड है जो आप लोगों ने शायद ना देखा हो, ये है थर्मल। अगर आप देखेंगे तो वहाँ पर कुछ मॉडल में आपको एबनॉर्मल हीटिंग दिख रही है। तो ये हम लोगों ने ड्रोन से किया है। तो हमारा बेसिस सिर्फ सोलर प्लांट इंस्टॉलेशन करना बिल्कुल नहीं है, मेंटेनेंस से लगने वाले भी पार्ट है। चाहे आपका ड्रोन थर्मल इंस्पेक्शन हो, आईडी कर्व हो, आपका इलेक्ट्रिकल सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड हो, वो सारा करने के बाद ही आपको पावर जनरेशन एक्चुअल मिलेगा। तो इसका भी स्पेसिफिकली काफ़ी सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन है हमारे पास। तो आप जो भी इंटरेस्टेड है और आपको स्पेसिफिकली इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल से रिलेटेड अगर कोई क्वायरी है तो वो भी आप एक बार पर्सनली मिल के आइए, आपको जो भी इन्फॉर्मेशन है मैं इमीडिएटली अवेलेबल करवा दूँगा। हमने कुछ एग्जाम्पल भी लाइव रखे हैं स्टॉल के ऊपर में। तो जो भी आपके से इंक्वायरी रहेगी वो हम आपको बिल्कुल क्लियर करेंगे। और फिर से एक बार सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Abdullah sir, who has served in BHEL for more than 25 years and in power sector for more than 10 years with non-conventional energy and T&D sector. Sir, please.
Thank you very much. It's my privilege to stand here to talk to you, especially the entrepreneurs, investors from my district area. Further, I am thankful to Mr. Saraj Patel for inviting me here, and it's my proud privilege to stand in front of you and address you and share my whatsoever knowledge with all of you. At the outset, I will compliment and congratulate Mr. Saraj Patel for organizing this event. It's one of its kind where the distribution transfer company has tied up with associated industries and so critical to the survival and sustenance of distribution transformers or distribution sector. And they have all come together and displaying their products wholeheartedly. It's a big pleasure to see all these people participating here. My mother Joshi, the renowned consultant of Nagpur in distribution sector, and prominent industrialist Mr. Saraj Patel, Mrs. Joshi, and Mr. K.K. Ghosh, Mr. Wadhani, Mr. Joshi, and other entrepreneurs and industrialists of Nagpur. To introduce myself, I served in BHEL for about 26 years and actively participated in construction of thermal power stations, substations, transmission lines, and major part of my career I spent in erection commissioning of new power transformers, re-erection, testing and commissioning of old transformers, troubleshooting, site repairs, in-situ repairs of EHV transformers, and attending to the various faults that are known from time to time during service of power transformers. I also had a bunch of experience with distribution transformers when I was working as a project director of EPDRP project under SMS Infrastructure Limited in Raipur, Chhattisgarh, where in 2 years' time we constructed 82 number of substations spread by the field. That is right from greenfield projects we constructed and successfully handed over to customer. That was my first interaction with distribution transformers. Till then I have been working only with EHV grade transformers. And due to blessings of DHL and technical support, I had an opportunity to work from 66 kV to 400 kV transformers. And I was well known for attending and doing all sort of weird jobs which nobody else tried to attend. And I am very confident that my customers appreciated me like anything. I was highly appreciated for my initiative and confidence and courage to deal with any type of problems that arose. Now today I stand in front of you for discussing distribution transformers. Power transformers and distribution transformers, they are entirely two different set of products, entirely two different set of experiences. Because whereas power transformer is a very sturdy and long life product, distribution transformers are supposed to be delicate, very sensitive and very susceptible to various types of dangers. But most important part is they are supplying, they are your immediate supply equipment. They give you direct supply. For consumers, it is the nearest equipment that is distribution transformers. Because consumer needs power at his convenient grade of voltage, that is LT voltage, either 440 volts, 3 phase or 230 volts or 11 kV for his industry. So distribution transformer is the dearest equipment for any industrialist or entrepreneurs. And to maintain that transformer in a healthy condition is a very big job. Incidentally, most of the transformers are left in the hands of the utility companies for their maintenance, and we find that their service is not satisfactory. Most of the industries, they have their own substation and their own mini substation to cater to their needs, and they are able to maintain their transformer in a good condition with some support, with the help of their own engineers, with the help of advisors and consultants and transformer manufacturers like JDS, who I understand give a lot of helping hand to their customers for maintaining their transformers and offer excellent service after sales. As you are aware, distribution transformers to quote in Hindi हमेशा हल्के में लिए जाते हैं because of their size and their volumes. But as I said earlier, इसको हल्के में लेना जरूरी नहीं है because ये बड़ी vital link है हमारे लिए. If I am an industrialist, for me distribution transformer, the nearest distribution transformer which supplies voltage to me is the most critical equipment for me. Only plus point of a distribution transformer is as soon as अगर कोई distribution transformer फेल हो जाता है तो उसको जल्दी से जल्दी हम बदली कर सकते हैं, प्रोवाइडेड भी होगा सब्स्टिट्यूट अवेलेबल, जो कि पावर ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स के बारे में ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. इट इज अ वेरी बिग सर्कल. इफ यू वांट टू change the transformer into something or the other. ये मैंने कुछ हैंडआउट्स दिए थे ट्रबल शूटिंग ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स. आई थिंक मिस्टर जेडीएस पर मिस्टर पटेल विल शेयर विद यू अबाउट टाइप्स ऑफ फेलियर्स, then preventive maintenance schedule and troubleshooting of distribution transformers. प्रैक्टिकल में देखा जाएगा तो पावर ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स को जितना अटेंशन दिया जाता है उसको कैपिटल ओवरहॉलिंग या एनुअल मेंटेनेंस, प्रिवेंटिव मेंटेनेंस जितना किया जाता है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स को वो शेयर नहीं मिलता है. दैट इज अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट ऑफ इट, बट वी कांट हेल्प इट. दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. वी रियली कांट हेल्प इट. As is the condition of the distribution transformer companies, that is utilities, how they are working, and I don't blame them for whatever is happening around. Nowadays, as the technology is improving and better distribution transformers are coming into the market, the failure rate of transformers is definitely coming down. The bad part of our distribution transformer is once it is installed, nobody looks at it, and that is a matter of concern कि उसको किसी भी तरह का अटेंशन नहीं दिया जाता है. वो लीक होता रहेगा तो होता रहेगा. उसके ऑयल की कंडीशन क्या है, nobody cares. Though there is a systematic preventive maintenance chart provided in various IS, especially आप अगर IS 10008 देखेंगे तो it gives a very descriptive and very educative information about how to maintain the transformers and including the distribution transformers, what should be the schedule of preventive maintenance. ये इन सब के बावजूद we always land in breakdown maintenance rather than preventive maintenance. अगर हमारा अपना ट्रांसफार्मर है, this is a piece of advice to the industrialists who are having their own distribution transformers installed in their campus, where they can pay attention to these distribution transformers for healthy service and for quality of electric supply. ये जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफार्मर का जो मेंटेनेंस चार्ट है उसको ज़रा देखें और उस पर थोड़ा गौर करें. उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन उसको प्रिवेंटिव मेंटेनेंस एक्टिविटीज़ कैरी आउट करें. कुछ नहीं तो साल में एक बार उसको ऑयल टेस्ट करें. चेक द डाइलेक्ट्रिक रेजिस्टेंस एंड वैल्यू ऑफ द ट्रांसफार्मर. ऑयल का सैंपल लें, सेंड इट टू नियरेस्ट लैब. टेस्ट द डाइलेक्ट्रिक स्ट्रेंथ, PDG and moisture content, acidity. ये 2-3 फैक्टर्स हैं जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफार्मर्स में. उसको अगर आप चेक करें और उसका करेक्टिव एक्शन लें तो डेफिनेटली द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफार्मर विल गिव यू वेरी गुड सर्विस. दूसरा एक मेजर पॉइंट ऑफ अटेंशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफार्मर्स में जरूरी वो है लीकेज अटेंडेंस. I have seen number of cases where the oil level has gone down drastically and nobody is aware. That is mainly in utilities में देखा मैंने. The utilities engineers को पता ही नहीं होता है because it is mainly in the hands of the technicians and wireman and lineman type of people who are either illiterate. Their job is a very different type of job they are carrying out. और ट्रांसफार्मर मेंटेनेंस उनके बस की बात होती नहीं है. एक्चुअली द मेंटेनेंस इंजीनियर जो होता है उसको इस चीज़ का ध्यान देना होता है जो कि वो दे नहीं पाता या देता नहीं है. ऑयल लेवल इतनी डाउन हो चुकी होती है कि ट्रांसफार्मर जल जाता है. वी सेक्रीफाइस सो मेनी ट्रांसफार्मर बिकॉज ऑफ लो ऑयल लेवल इन द ट्रांसफार्मर. अब इसमें ये प्रॉब्लम होती है कि कई बार हमको कंजर्वेटर में दिखता ही नहीं कि ऑयल लेवल कहाँ है. दूसरा प्रोमिनेंट प्रॉब्लम है कि उसका ब्रीदर लाल गुलाबी पीला नीला हो जाता है. नोबडी केयर्स, उसकी तरफ कोई ध्यान नहीं देता है. In fact, it is a suggestion to ट्रांसफार्मर मैन्युफैक्चरर्स की इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग अ प्लास्टर और स्टील प्लेट वाला ब्रीदर देने के बजाय आप एक्रेलिक वाला ब्रीदर दें, जो कि आराम से इजीली दिखें बाहर से कि वो सिलिंडर जब पिंक हो गया है तो प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट हो सकती है। तो उसका सिलिंडर जब पिंक हो गया उसको निकालिए, बदलिए या फिर उसको गर्म करके रिचार्ज कीजिए। अब ब्रीदर का इम्पोर्टेंस कोई भी ट्रांसफार्मर हो, पावर ट्रांसफार्मर हो या डिस्ट्रिक्ट ट्रांसफार्मर, उसमें एक बड़ा अहम रोल होता है। बिकॉज द बिगेस्ट एनिमी ऑफ अ ट्रांसफार्मर, ऑयल फ्रेड ट्रांसफार्मर, इज मॉइस्चर। मॉइस्चर की वजह से ही मोस्ट ऑफ द ट्रांसफार्मर्स फेल होते हैं। मॉइस्चर की वजह से इंसुलेशन वीक हो जाता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर किसी तेल में पानी मिला हुआ है और उसमें आप अगर एक पेपर डिप करेंगे तो यू विल फाइंड दैट पेपर एब्जॉर्ब्स मॉइस्चर वेरी इजीली दैन ऑयल। ऑयल कम एब्जॉर्ब करेगा, पानी ज़्यादा एब्जॉर्ब करेगा। दैट इज द नेचुरल टेंडेंसी ऑफ द पेपर एंड ऑयल, द रिलेटिव टेंडेंसी बिटवीन दीज टू कंपोनेंट्स। तो ट्रांसफार्मर में जब भी मॉइस्चर बढ़ जाता है तो सीधा वाइंडिंग में जाके वाइंडिंग पेपर के ऊपर में, इंसुलेशन के ऊपर में डिपॉजिट हो जाता है। ऐसे ही ट्रांसफार्मर्स मोर देन 40% ऑफ मॉइस्चर कंटेंट इन द वाइंडिंग्स बाय परसेंटेज इन थर्मल पावर प्लांट। इन थर्मल पावर प्लांट द मेंटेनेंस इज ऑफ अ वेरी गुड क्वालिटी। वहाँ पे भी ये लोग, बिकॉज इट इज अ स्मॉल ट्रांसफार्मर, यूनिट ऑक्सिलरी ट्रांसफार्मर करते हैं जिसकी तरफ इतना ज़्यादा अटेंशन नहीं दिया जाता है। तो मॉइस्चर जितना ज़्यादा रहेगा ट्रांसफार्मर में, उसका इंसुलेशन वीक हो जाएगा। इट विल बिकम अ सॉर्ट ऑफ भीगी हुई रोटी जो कि एकदम आसानी से तोड़ी जा सकती है। अगर किसी रोटी को आप पानी में भिगो दोगे तो इतनी आसानी से टूट जाएगी। बस वही कंडीशन होती है आपके इंसुलेशन की, अगर वो बहुत ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर में एक्सपोज होता है रिमेनिंग विद इन द ऑयल। तो मॉइस्चर को सबसे ज़्यादा अटेंशन देना जरूरी है। अब मॉइस्चर को अटेंशन देना इसका मतलब दो है, आपका ब्रीदर अच्छी कंडीशन में होना चाहिए। एक्चुअली ब्रीदर को मेंटेन करने की फ्रीक्वेंसी वंस इन अ मंथ है, लेकिन ये देखा गया है कि ब्रीदर का मेंटेनेंस वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम होता है। दैट इज वेरी सैड स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स, बहुत दुख की बात है। उसको महीने में एक बार उसको चेक करके उसका फिजिकल या डिफरेंस करके उसको या उसको रिकंडीशन करके ब्रीदर को रिकंडीशन करना बहुत जरूरी है, अगर आप बाकी कुछ ना जानें तो। दूसरी बात है लीकेजेस। जहाँ से भी लीकेज होता है, डोंट बी अंडर इम्प्रेशन कि ऑयल तो बाहर जा रहा है। रिमेंबर, जहाँ से ऑयल बाहर जा रहा है वहीं से वो मॉइस्चर भी कीचड़ है। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट टू नो। तो अगर आपका कहीं से एक एक ड्रॉप बूंद, एक एक बूंद भी ऑयल अगर गिर रहा है तो आप समझिए वहाँ से वो मॉइस्चर कीचड़ है। एंड मॉइस्चर इज द बिगेस्ट एनिमी ऑफ अ ट्रांसफार्मर। वॉट एवर मे बी द साइज ऑफ द ट्रांसफार्मर, मॉइस्चर इज द बिगेस्ट एनिमी। मॉइस्चर के अलावा ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एक नेचुरल एजिंग के अनुसार ट्रांसफार्मर ऑयल में एसिडिटी का कंटेंट बढ़ता जाता है। ये एसिड काफ़ी डेंजरस होता है ट्रांसफार्मर के लिए, वाइंडिंग्स के लिए, कॉपर के लिए। उसके जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, ऑक्सिलरीज हैं, स्ट्रक्चरल मटेरियल, सबको ये अटैक करता है, इसलिए एसिडिटी। तो जैसे कि मैंने बताया, आप अपने ट्रांसफार्मर का ऑयल साल में एक बार टेस्ट करें, बीडीवी मेजर करें। बीडीवी अगर कम है इसका मतलब मॉइस्चर बढ़ गया है उसमें या उसमें इम्प्यूरिटीज़ हैं, या ट्रांसफार्मर ऑयल अगर बहुत ज़्यादा पुराना हो गया तो उसमें स्लज फॉर्मेशन है, वो सब निकालना है बाई फिल्ट्रेशन। A good value filter machine can remove all these things very easily. तो उसको फिल्टर करना है, अगर पॉसिबल नहीं है तो नया ऑयल, अगर पॉसिबल है तो पूरा नया ऑयल रिप्लेस कर देना है इफ इट इज इकोनॉमिकल टू यू. दैट इज अगेन योर प्रेरोगेटिव, योर डिसीजन. तो मॉइस्चर के बाद में एसिडिटी, ये दो चीज़ें देखना जरूरी, और ये सब का इंडिकेशन आपको बीडीवी से मिल जाएगा. सो यू हैव टू मॉनिटर द बीडीवी ऑफ ऑयल पीरियडिकली. बाकी पैरामीटर्स उसमें अहम नहीं है, इतने इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं जितने कि ये 3 हैं. सो दीज आर माई ओनली 3 सजेशंस टू द मेंटेनेंस इंजीनियर्स. मेंटेन breather regularly, arrest leakages at the earliest opportunity, test your transformer oil periodically, at least at the most also once in a year, monitor the values, and if required take the corrective action like filtration or replacement. कहने को मेरे पास बहुत सारा भंडार है ट्रांसफार्मर के ऊपर में, बट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ट्रांसफार्मर्स के लिए इतना मोर देन सफिशिएंट है. इतनी 3 चीज़ों का ध्यान रखें. ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू, ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल द मेंटेनेंस इंजीनियर्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट टू द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. इफ एनी गाइडेंस इज रिक्वायर्ड, मिस्टर Patel is available, and I am also available for guidance. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us. Now I request our Vice President Banerjee, sir, to present the bouquet to our chairman. Now I request our quality engineering transformer, Mr. Vishal sir, to present on transformer repair and analysis.
Good evening, all of you. I am Vishal Giram, quality engineer of KTS Transformer Industry. Going to tell you about the transformers and transformer testing to make you aware that whatever tests are going, we are doing in the transformer for the betterment of the transformer so that long life transformer can work easily. So today I will tell you whatever transformer we are manufacturing. From the distribution, we are manufacturing from 16 kV, 25 kV, 63 kV, 100 kV up to 750 kV. In the active side voltage is 11 kV and LV side voltage is 0.433 kV. This is for distribution because LV side voltage is 0.433 kV. And if you take to power transformer, we manufacture 1 LV, 2 LV, 3 LV and 5 LV. We have the testing facility up to 10 LV transformer of 33 by 11 kV. So, introduction to the transformer. The main part of the transformer is core. Our core has been made up of high grade CR0 core. In order to reduce eddy current losses, so that if eddy current losses increase in the core, the transformer core will get heated up. And if the transformer core gets heated up, then the efficiency of the transformer will be reduced. So we use high grade quality of laminated core. And this is the second image is used the representation of CCA, core coil assembly. We from 16 kV to 200 kV we use aluminium wire, and for LV side we use LV strip, rectangular conductor, and for HV side we use round conductor. Above 200 kV we use copper wire for HV side. For testing of the transformer we follow standard 1180 part 1 and IS 2026. So these are the main routine tests we conduct in each and every transformer. from winding resistance, insulation resistance, DVDF test and high voltage test, no load test, load loss, vector group, oil DVD and if the OLTG attached, we perform duty cycle test on OLTG. So first test is winding resistance test. Winding resistance test has been performed to check the resistance of the transformer. This has been done with the help of digital resistance meter. For power transformer, we use 10 ampere digital resistance meter. We calculate the resistance in ambient temperature and also convert it into 20 degrees Celsius. HV resistance has been measured in ohm and HV resistance has been measured in EM. The second stage is insulation resistance stage, which is the most important stage in the transformer. Before taking the transformer, we take the moisture of the transformer. Because if the moisture is there in the transformer, our transformer that will destroy and it should not run successfully. So insulation resistance stage has been done by the instrument called as Vega. For active winding, in three formats we take the insulation resistance. First active winding to earth, active winding to earth, and active winding and active winding. Minimum recommended value of the Vega is 2000 mega ohm in distributed transformer. The next stage we perform is that supply source discharge stage. It is a test that has been performed with the thermal condition occurring in transformer. So if transformer is capable to withstand the flame or not. So this is a test in the source supply source discharge stage. So in this case, our distributed transformer actual voltage is 11 kV. So we provide 28 kV. This more than double voltage has been provided to the transformer for 1 minute. So by providing this much voltage to 11 kV, we have completely trust that our transformer can withstand if some more than 11 kV voltage has been come in transformer or not. For LV side, our maximum voltage is providing 3 kV for 1 minute because our rated voltage at LV side is 0.33 kV. Another test is the DVDF test, that is the induced over voltage test. This test has been provided on the LV side of the transformer, has been known as the distribution transformer. Our LV side voltage is over 33 volts. So in DVDF case, we provide double voltage, and double voltage has been produced with the help of double frequency. So 866 voltage and 100 Hz. As our rated frequency 50 Hz and rated voltage 433 volts. So double voltage, double frequency has been provided. This has been conducted in transformer in order to check internal insulation of the transformer, because insulation plays a very major role in the transformer. So by giving this test, our internal insulation has been checked, the winding to winding insulation has been checked, and winding to channel also insulation has been checked. All insulation tests have been checked with the help of this DVDF test. Another test is voltage ratio test. As I have said that our LV voltage is 11 kV and LV voltage is 0.433 kV. So exact voltage we are getting or not, or something different voltage is given. So by voltage ratio test, we measure the voltage ratio of the transformer. For example, our active side voltage is V1 by V2 equal to N1 by N2. V1 means the voltage of active side, V2 means voltage of secondary side, N1 means number of turns present in the primary side, N2 is the number of turns present in secondary side. So for example, our distributed transformer 100 kV, our active side voltage is 11 kV, means 11,000 volts. V2 is 433 kV, means 433 volts. 11,000 divided by 433. If you do 3, we will get the ratio is 44. So this is the voltage ratio, means our transformer voltage is correct. After the voltage ratio, the main case conduct that is core loss. That is also the no load loss. So no load loss mainly tells the losses of the core. So in this case, we provide the rated voltage to flow in the LV side of the transformer. So our LV side transformer is LV side of the transformer voltage is 433 volts, and LV side voltage has been left open. So by using this, we know the what is the quality of the core we are using and what is the losses we are getting from the core. After the core losses, the second test that is coming is the measurement of load loss. And the load loss is also known as short circuit test, in which we apply the rated current to flow on the LV side. Our LV side rated voltage is 11 kV and LV side has been short circuited. So if we, for example, if you take 100 kVA transformer, the LV side voltage is 5.25 ampere. So we will allow to flow 5.25 ampere in the LV side of the transformer. So by this we calculate what is the total load loss that is there in the transformer. After the load loss test, this is the image of the 5 ampere transformer of ATS transformer Yoda, in which LV side we have provided the rated current 87.47 ampere and there is a resist from short circuiting and additional OLTC has been attached to the transformer. After this stage, the main is vector group range. Vector group means our transformer is D by N11. Distribution transformer is the vector group D by N11. D stands for delta and Y stands for star. And L is the phase displacement between the two, that is 30 degrees. There is representation of the clockwise between 10 11. So D by N11 tells the vector group of the transformer. In distribution transformer, we have the vector group of the D by N11. After the transformer oil that we are using, it is of good quality or not, and how much is the breakdown voltage. What is we are using oil reading case. In the oil reading it has been used. Minimum in our transformer we recommend the value of 60 kVd. It forms good for using the transformer. In each and every transformer before oil feeding to the transformer we do oil reading case. And after this oil liquid of transformer has been checked and it has been ready for dispatch. And another thing that I will tell about the transformer is the protection of the transformer. As fault has been occurring in the transformer, so if the fault occurs, so what are the different things that are there in the transformer? For example, oil temperature indicator. If the temperature of oil increases, how will we know that the temperature of oil increases? So oil temperature indicator has been provided, winding temperature indicator has been provided. It has been set to some value. Whenever the oil temperature indicator increases beyond this value, our artificial panel connected to OLTC. For example, if you visit the site, artificial panel has been connected. If the transformer oil or winding temperature suddenly increases, our artificial panel alarm gets start on. So by this we come to know that oil temperature increases, winding temperature increases. After that, glucose in it, magnetic oil is that said that in some condition the transformer oil is down, we not able to know. So that magnetic oil is there, that our transformer oil level has been below the minimum level. So we will get aware that transformer oil has been come to that minimum level. We can do some necessary things, we can put new oil into explosion we has been there and additional ERT also to provide to the transformer. Suppose if the transformer is working under the load condition for so many hours, so some gases would be released, it would make the that would be released to the explosion rate and pressure release will also be provided. This is the image of WK and OK that will be used in our power transformer. And glucose if some internal fault occurs in the transformer, it would not affect or it would not burn the transformer. Automatically the glucose will signal to artificial panel and whole system will be stopped. So this is the representation of how many types of faults occur and what are the reasons of the fault occurs in the transformer. As such, that insulation is a very major role, and it is correct that insulation is a transformer very important, because if the insulation gives our transformer will not able to withstand any voltage or any high voltage. At a regular interval we have to check the breaker of the transformer. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Vishal sir. Now I request Joshi sir for question and answer session, and queries are also open for all. Joshi sir is a renowned electric consultant with more than 30 years experience in electric and pumping machinery. So if you have any questions, you can ask him. Sir, please request.
Thank you, GDS Group, for inviting me to this August gathering. I have received few of the questions which I remember. One of the questions was how to maintain induction motors, three-phase induction motors. What is the care to be taken? Care is, I would say, simple. You keep a log of motor current every week. It's as simple as that. उसका लॉग लेके आप मेंटेन करो उसका लॉग voltage and current both, because voltage voltage increases, the current also will increase and may give you some false alarm. If after few years, few days or few years, you find the current is increasing abnormally, then there is something wrong, not with the motor necessarily, but with the load. लोड का बेरिंग जाम हो गया, मोटर का बेरिंग जाम हो गया, हीट रेट का टेंशन ज़्यादा हो गया, n number of things that you have to take care of that. So voltage, current logging is the best part. आजकल एक और एडिशनल चीज आ गई है, वो है हार्मोनिक्स. अगर हार्मोनिक्स अलार्मिंगली ज़्यादा है 20%, 25%, 30%, तो मोटर जलती ही है. Then you can't help it. So another care to be taken is keep your system harmonics down below 5%. As has been specified, current harmonics maximum 10%, voltage harmonics less than 10%, less than 5%. तो हार्मोनिक्स के लिए आजकल बहुत सारे इक्विपमेंट्स भी आए हैं. नंबर 1, एक तो अपने यहाँ की इंडस्ट्री, जो पुरानी इंडस्ट्री है, उसमें जो APFC लगे हुए हैं या कैपेसिटर्स लगे हुए हैं, वो कैपेसिटर्स 415 वोल्ट के हैं या 440 वोल्ट के हैं. वो आपको काम नहीं आएंगे अगर आपके सिस्टम में हार्मोनिक्स है. फेलियर ऑफ कैपेसिटर्स ऑल्सो इज नोन, एंड कैपेसिटर एम्प्लीफाइज हार्मोनिक्स. You must remember one thing, कि आपका इक्विपमेंट 5-7%, 10% ही हार्मोनिक्स कम कर रहा है. कैपेसिटर श्योरली विल टेक इट टू 20%, 30%. कितना एम्प्लीफिकेशन कैपेसिटर से होता है. सो द कैपेसिटर मस्ट बी विथ हार्मोनिक रिएक्टर so that it doesn't amplify the harmonics which are generated. आजकल industries are using lots of drives and all these kind of semiconductor board. उसके कारण आपके हार्मोनिक्स बढ़ते हैं. तो हार्मोनिक्स कम मतलब उसको नलीफाई करना है जितना हो सके उतना. उसके लिए एक जैसा मैंने बताया कि आपको हार्मोनिक फिल्टर डालना है. 7% is normally recommended. If the load is single phase, 14% is recommended. For that, you have to use 480 volt rated capacitors, and आपको पुराने capacitors काम में नहीं आते. तो ये थोड़ा सा खर्चा आपको करना पड़ेगा. And then you can go for harmonic, active harmonic filter. अगर आपके पास 25 से 30% के ऊपर आपका लोड है सेमीकंडक्टर, यानी AC ड्राइव्स जो कि आपके लगे हैं, VFDs लगे हैं, वो अगर 20%, 40% ऑफ द टोटल लोड है, तो श्योरली यू हैव गॉट हार्मोनिक्स इन योर सिस्टम. हार्मोनिक सिस्टम में है कि नहीं है, इसका भी एक आसान जीवन से ये है टेस्ट है. गो ऑन न्यूट्रल करंट एवरी वीक, एवरी फोर्टनाइट. अगर न्यूट्रल करंट ज़्यादा है, ज़्यादा मतलब 500 kVA का ट्रांसफार्मर है, लगभग हाउ मच, 700, 680, 700 एम्पियर्स इज द फुल लोड करंट. आपका लोड करंट 500-600 एम्पियर चल रहा है, 80% है, ट्रांसफार्मर लोडेड है. 600 में आपका लोड सिंगल फेज का फैक्ट्री में कितना हो सकता है? 10-20 kVA, 25 kVA. तो सिंगल वो भी आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हो फेज में, तो आपका न्यूट्रल का करंट क्योंकि लेस देन 5% ऑफ द टोटल. लेकिन ठीक है, 10-15-20% तक भी जाता है, क्योंकि बहुत चिंता का ये नहीं है. लेकिन अगर न्यूट्रल करंट 20% एक्सीड कर रहा है आपका, तो there are harmonics in the system, and you must take measures to reduce. ये हार्मोनिक्स के कारण आपके VFD के कार्ड्स भी लगते हैं, दूसरा UPS वगैरह होगा उसके भी कार्ड जलते हैं, और कैपेसिटर तो जलते ही है अगर उसको प्रोटेक्शन नहीं है. इसके अलावा आपको जो भी क्वेश्चंस है, आई ट्राई टू आंसर दैट।
हेलो सर, मैं श्रीकांत उत्तरी केबी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गोरेगांव से हूँ। सर एक्चुअली मेरे यहाँ 30 से 40% के करीबन ड्राइव सिस्टम चलते हैं और मेरे यहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम आती है ड्राइव स्पीड एंड अदर के अंदर के जो कार्ड है वो बर्न होते हैं। तो उसके लिए की सेफ्टी के लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, क्या आपका सुझाव हो तो कर सकता हूँ?
आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, आप यहाँ पे आके अगर माइक का मेरे को बता समझा दो क्या यहाँ पे एक और आ रहा है मुझे तो सुना समझ नहीं आ रहा। वही मैं बता रहा हूँ, आपका 30-40% का प्राइस है कम रहेगा, लेकिन वो अगर आप डालिए तो उसकी कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है। उससे कॉस्ट रिड्यूस करने के लिए आपने पता चला उसको फिल्टर्स नहीं होते हैं, तो उससे पहले आप फिल्टर APFC विथ फिल्टर यानी कैपेसिटर हार्मोनिक फिल्टर 7% ये डालिए, आपका हार्मोनिक ऑटोमेटिक कम आ जाएगा। और फिर उसके लिए आप APFC हार्मोनिक एक्टिव हार्मोनिक फिल्टर डालिए, उसके कारण आपका हार्मोनिक फिल्टर की प्राइस कम आ जाएगा। उसके बाद आप एनालिसिस कर सकते हो कि हार्मोनिक कितने में करंट कितना जाएगा और उसके हिसाब से आपको कोई भी आपको सजेस्ट करेगा कि आप कितने हार्मोनिक फिल्टर आपको मिलते थे 40 एम्पियर, 60, ऐसे ही नहीं करेगा। अगर आज आपने देखे तो हो सकता है आपको 200 एम्पियर सजेस्ट करेगा, लेकिन आपने वो उसका एम्पलीफाई फैक्टर जो है कैपेसिटर का वो कम कर दिया, DQ रिएक्टर का, इसको आपको खर्चा आएगा जो लाख 2 लाख, लेकिन इसकी 12 लाख की प्राइस आपकी 4 लाख का है, यानी फिर आपको 400 की जगह 100 करोड़ का काम है। स्टेप बाय स्टेप चले, देखिए आपको इंस्टेंट होना तो इंस्टेंट आप लेकिन आपको पैसे ज़्यादा वो आप एक घंटे में कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आपको कोई भी कंसल्टेंट देगा आपको अगर 400 का लग रहा होगा तो वो एकदम 100 का नहीं सजेस्ट करेगा। आपको एक ही घंटे में होना कि वो बोलेगा एक से ना लो 200 का सिर्फ साइड करेगा। तो उसके लिए अगर स्टेप बाय स्टेप है और स्टेप बाय स्टेप करने में पहले आपको ये लगाना APFC कार्बन DQ फिल्टर से कैपेसिटर, उसके बाद आपको पावर क्वालिटी एनालिसिस करना एक्टिव पावर।
जो ट्यूबवेल है और कोयल ट्रेन है, कोयल दूसरे की
डिफरेंट वेल्डिंग मशीन्स में भी या टिपिकल वेल्डिंग मशीन्स में भी हार्मोनिक्स जनरेट होते ही है। हार्मोनिक्स से भी और खतरनाक स्पाइस भी जनरेट होते हैं। अगर कैपेसिटर है तो जरूर स्पाइस जनरेट करेगा। उसके लिए आपको वही APFC हार्मोनिक फिल्टर DQ हार्मोनिक फिल्टर ये डालना चाहिए। OHD का बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, क्योंकि OHD आपका कितना HP का है, कितना किलोवाट वही 5-7 से आपका ट्रांसफार्मर है, जैसे HP कभी कितना क्लियर करना है 250 को 3 HP से आपका हार्मोनिक जनरेट नहीं होगा, क्योंकि DOT को भी आपका ड्राइविंग लगा होगा, राइट नहीं है डायरेक्ट तो EOT से जनरेट नहीं है, मोटर जो जनरेट करती है 2-3% बस उतना ही। 2 फेज रेटिंग भी आप मतलब 2 फेज से क्या होता है, थोड़ा सा आंदोलन जाता है सिस्टम में, लेकिन आप ये लगा कि ये रहता है APMC में नए ये और कुछ आए हैं इनोवेशन है इंस्टेंट ऑन ऑफ करने का। जैसे वेल्डिंग मशीन आप करते हो, आपने टाटा मारा तो उसका ये चेंज हो जाता है। हाँ, अभी जो हाफ साइकिल आए हैं 10 मिनट 20 मिली सेकेंड 30 मिली सेकेंड विथ क्या बोलेंगे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर नहीं कहता उसका सॉलिड स्टेट दे आर वेरी वो अगर वापरे तो आपका लगभग पूरा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा। उसमें भी आजकल सिंगल फेज की कैपेसिटी करेक्शन आ जाए तो 2 फेज तो वो ज़्यादा लेता है ये करता है unbalanced power factor का unbalanced it monitors power factor from each year। ठीक है, इसमें कैसा होता है वो 3 सीटी का रिले रहता है, लेकिन वो एवरेज निकाल के वो कैपेसिटी ड्रॉ करता है, बराबर। बाकी सिंगल फेज के भी कैपेसिटी है वो भी क्या ट्राई कर सकते हो, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन जितना आपका लोड कितना है। सिंगल 2 फेज यानी 2 फेज आपके ऊंचाई होगी लेकिन अगर साइंस से आपका मेन बिल्डिंग का ही काम है, स्ट्रक्चरल का काम है, और 15-20-25 मशीन है, इधर यू हैव टू गो इन फॉर 2-3 मशीन से आपको 15 मिनट में उसका सोल्यूशन मिल जाएगा। पावर बैंक में यूनिट क्या है मेरे पास आया है, सोल्यूशन ड्राइव्स को इट्स अ सॉलिड स्टेट डिवाइस। सॉलिड स्टेट डिवाइस को कोई नया मेंटेनेंस नहीं है। अगर उसको वोल्टेज हेल्दी है, वोल्टेज अगर हेल्दी मतलब पावर सप्लाई अगर हेल्दी है, देयर आर नो हार्मोनिक्स इन द पावर सप्लाई, ड्राइव को कुछ नहीं होगा जल्दी। इट इज ओनली द स्पाइक्स एंड डिप्स एंड हार्मोनिक्स which kills the drive, otherwise drive को कवर निकाल कर उसको डस्टिंग कर दो, क्योंकि वो ट्रैकिंग होता है, उस पर डस्ट आती है, ह्यूमिडिटी बढ़ती है और फिर ट्रैकिंग होता है। बाकी उस पर ऐसा जैसा मैंने बताया कि हार्मोनिक फिल्टर जो लगा के कैपेसिटर जो एम्पलीफाई कर रहा है आपके हार्मोनिक्स वो कम करना चाहिए। ठीक है, लेकिन सिस्टम जो जनरेट कर रही है वो कम नहीं है। सिस्टम जो आपकी समझे 10% है या 12%, उसको कैपेसिटर 15% पे लेके जा रहा है या 20% पे लेके जा रहा है। हाँ, ये चीज जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि अगर 10% के ऊपर है, 20% इज नॉट दैट अलार्मिंग। आई हैव सीन इंडस्ट्रीज विद 40%, 35% करंट ह्यूज। फिर क्या मैं ये बताता हूँ आपको, आपने रिव्यू करने के बाद में फिर एक बार अच्छे एनालिसिस करो, आपका शायद वो कम आ जाएगा। उसके कारण आपका हार्मोनिक फिल्टर की जो प्राइस एक्टिव एज की प्राइस कम होगा। कुछ नहीं, इसके ऊपर यही होता है कि अगर आपने क्या बोलते हैं APMC या कोई भी कैपेसिटर में आपका अगर फिल्टर हार्मोनिक फिल्टर नहीं लगा है तो सोलर भी जो पंप करता है वो ट्रू साइन में नहीं रहता, बराबर है, क्योंकि आप सेमी कंडक्टर से जनरेट कर रहे हैं तो इट्स नॉट ट्रू साइन है। वो बोलते हैं ट्रू साइन है, बट उसका अगर ऑसिलोस्कोप में निकलूंगा तो उसमें थोड़ी सी किनारा है, उसके कारण ये हार्मोनिक पंप करता है। ये न कर तब नहीं बनाना। अगर उसने कैपेसिटर में फिल्टर डाला है तो उसको बढ़ने देना। कैपेसिटर सोलर का इन्वर्टर जो है वो हार्मोनिक जनरेट नहीं करता, वो अगर कैपेसिटर के साथ अगर फिर जाए तो फिर प्रॉब्लम